Years of age?
Yes, I am.
Wow. What's up?
Well, I was just wondering about your childhood, because I heard you say before that you were dead inside, and I think I'm almost there, and I want to know how that helped you out in your adult life by not really having a childhood.
Well, you know, the upside is almost everything's gravy. I mean, even gravy's gravy. I grew up deprived of gravy, so around Thanksgiving I'm pretty excited about that nice brown gravy. But I don't like the white stuff, especially with the breakfast. What were we talking about? Food? Oh, yeah. We're talking about my deprived childhood. Well, there's certain things. I mean, some of it is just mechanical, like, you know, having air conditioning and sleeping on a nice mattress with a comforter and having a pillow that's filled with goose down feathers versus bad thoughts, which is where I grew up. That's all nice. On the other hand, you do get sort of hard inside, and when you get a little bit hard, it becomes hard for people to penetrate that. So you get a little bit of a thick exterior. You know, you get a little callus built up on the part of your brain that's supposed to be a little bit softer and a little more nurturing. And you don't learn certain things like people's birthdays. You know, they want a birthday card, things like that. You don't realize that a lot of that stuff is a learned behavior from childhood. And I was just thinking about it the other day. Like, my dad's 80th birthday, I think, is coming up, and I don't know when his birthday is. Now, do you have? And you know, I don't know when my anniversary is. I don't know when anyone's birthdays are. My kids are easy because they're born 6/7. That one I got. And no, I don't have anyone else's in my head, and I don't think that way. And that's one of the negatives of growing up the way I grew up. One of the positives of growing up the way I grew up is people can say horrible shit to you, and you don't really think that much about it. You know what I mean?
I'd just like to say that I called in because I'm a big fan of yours.
Well, what are your parents doing?
My mom, she'll be out of jail in December. My dad's working.
What's she in jail for?
Possession and DUI.
Drug? Yeah. And your dad's working.
Yeah.
What's he do?
Well, it just...
What's he do?
He works at a country club. He's the chef and runs the place, sort of.
But he works at a country club that he could never get into?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. All right.
No, I called in and I listened to you because it sounds childish to even say this, but I feel more adult than I actually am because...
Yeah, we have to become an adult quickly.
A lot of stuff did or did not happen.
Well, what happens is, look, there's two sides of it. There's a mechanical side of it, like you learn how to do laundry, you learn how to cook, you learn these little life skills.
Yeah.
Okay, and sorry, I'm distracted by something that's pissing me off. But you learn these life skills because you have to learn these life skills. Like if you don't know how to cook, then you're not gonna eat. If you don't learn how to do your laundry, you're gonna be walking around with stinky shorts because your dad's lazy and your mom's lazy, or they're drug addicts, or they're not taking care of you. So there's a part of this that sort of makes you become an adult, not only sort of in the life lessons, but also emotionally. You got to take care of yourself early on. And that's probably what's going on with you, right, Will?
Yeah. Well, now I'm living with someone else to where I do have some nice things and people.
Who are you living with?
So that's
Who
better.
are you living, Will? Who are you living with?
My grandparents.
Oh, okay. They're going to take care of you?
Yeah.
Okay. So how you doing in school? Do you have friends?
Yeah, I got plenty of friends.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, that's what you have to do, Will. You have to surround yourself with your friends. And they're never really going to, fill up whatever that hole that gets in your heart over your family. But, Will, just let me give you some advice. Your parents are who they are. You're not going to change them. You're never going to change them. You think you're going to get mama to love you, and you're not. You think you're going to get daddy to love you, and he's not. He's who he is. It's sad. It's his loss. But let's not spend a bunch of time trying to convert them.
Wait a minute. May I say something first?
Yes.
My father does love me, but my parents never married, so my mom had custody over me.
Right.
And
bad
they
times, yeah.
lived together until I was like 4.
All right, but your dad loves you.
Yeah.
But he loves you in a bullshit way, or he loves you in a real way where he takes care of you?
I don't, well, whenever I see him, he's pretty nice to me.
Yeah, so's the UPS guy.
Good point.
Yeah. Listen, Will, let me just say something. I don't like all this bullshit where people go, I love you, of course I love you. Now, I'm not feeding you, and I'm not cooking for you, and I love you, now I'm going to the track. That's bullshit. You shouldn't be able to even say you love someone unless you're willing to put out. Unless you're willing to get up early and cook them a breakfast and make sure they have warm clothes in the winter, and you go out to the yard and throw a ball back and forth with them a little bit. That's a bullshit thing. I really resent it, and I really don't like it. What are you talking about? I love my family. Yeah, you do, except for you're living in fucking Florida, and they're in Nebraska. You know what I'm saying? You don't love your family. You shouldn't be able to say that. Or, by the way, who gives a shit? Then it's academic. So you love them working from Florida, chartering out a boat. And you send them a fucking stuffed animal once a year for Christmas. All I'm saying is this, Will. Don't get all caught up in your mom and your dad and the love and all that. You have decent grandparents. They're taking care of you. Let your friends take care of you. You take care of your friends. And your ultimate revenge on your hapless mom will be your wildly successful life. Okay, Will? But don't take it out on yourself. It's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. I don't care if Tom Cruise was their kid. They wouldn't love it. Well, he's pretty good looking. Let me pick a less attractive celebrity. Tom Hanks. He's pretty witty. Okay, the point is, it's nothing to do with you. I don't care who their fucking kid was. They would not love them, and they would not raise them the right way, because that's not what they're capable of, and I guarantee they didn't get raised that way either. Thanks, Will. Take care of yourself, buddy.
Okay, I can't wait for this to air.
Air, yes. Yes, it will air. All right, buddy. Good luck on the speech and debate team in high school, huh? All right, let's try one more. Let's see. Let's take another call. Hey, Tom.
Hey.
What's going on?